Hello, welcome once again to a traditional artist coming to terms with the 21st century. As you know, just before Christmas, I bought myself an XP Pen Artist 12. I'm not sponsored by this company. I'm a traditional artist that draws in a traditional way. I sell my art. I get good money for it. I illustrate books. I do all kinds of bits and pieces. But I've always wanted to be able to play around with the computer and with the art pad. Now, I said before that I'd never used a tablet before. It's a lie. I've used a tablet before, as in I've used a Bamboo, where what you're drawing on here you don't see on the screen. Well, you don't see on this screen, you see on that screen. And it's always been that disassociation between screen and what I'm drawing that's never quite worked for me. So this was an investment. It's not an expensive one, the XP12. It's something that if you've got a little bit of extra cash, you can probably afford. It means you can do different bits and pieces with it. Now, before I was just kind of out of the boxing it, so I wasn't getting the proper feel of how I would draw. So to give you an example, so only the other day I drew this. So last night I was doodling. I doodled some pencil sketches. I doodled a pencil sketch of a gremlin, or a reimagining of a gremlin, and I decided to ink it in. Now, so this is my traditional style. So like the lovely feel of paper, the lovely ink. I want to try and replicate that on here. So what I've done is I've got Photoshop. I've got Photoshop Elements. It's, as I said, I'm only just getting into the 21st century, so please don't look at any of the settings and go, oh, you should be using this, you should be using that. I'm sure I should. And everybody gets to know their craft. But the actual skill I know from years of drawing, I want to see how that skill comes across on the page. So I have played with it a little bit. What I would say is, if you are a traditional artist and you're doing this, make sure that what is on your screen is 100%, so that you're drawing how you would draw. Yes, the joy of doing it like this is you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can add different layers, you can do all those bits and pieces, so you can colour it and do things like that. That's the reason for using this. If there was no advantages to this, I would stick with what I know, what I trust, what I like. But this is going to be the closest to be able to use a screen and use those traditional skills. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to replicate this gremlin exactly, because I really like what I did with that gremlin. So it's going to be similar. There's going to be a feel to it that is like the original picture, but at the same time it's going to be different, because I like that picture. And as any artist knows, redrawing your picture, it's never going to quite be the same. Just give him a few nicks in his ear. He's a gremlin after all. What's nice about this is it does feel like you are drawing with a proper pen, a pen that you knew. You can select the parameters, you can get the pen exactly how you want it. Play around, have a doodle, that's what I did. And really get to the feel of what you're doing. And don't forget you can change it as well. So if I tend to use several different types of pen. So have a bit of a play. One big eye one. I was always told that if you have a big eye and a small eye, like that will show insanity. I think they even played on that very theme in the original film version of 12 Monkeys. It's true. If you see someone with a slightly bigger eye, one eye than the other side, like mine do when I'm tired, then there's a bit of insanity going on there, like I am when I'm tired. This does feel like I'm drawing with a proper pen, But it does also feel like I'm drawing on plastic. That's one of the things that sort of like you have to come to grips with. It feels straight away like you're drawing on something that you're not used to drawing on. Now that's fine if you're okay with that. I'm probably okay with that. I've drawn on pretty much everything over the years. One of my friends said, don't leave a drawable surface or a post-it note around Kit because he will draw on it. And that's probably true. I probably will draw on it. I've drawn on everything in my times school desks. Sorry, teachers, but you knew it was me, let's face it. People, you also knew who you were. So, but drawing on plastic is never an easy thing. There are probably shields you can get for this, and I'm sure someone might be able to say in the comments afterwards about shields, and whether or not you can get textured shields to stick over the top. To be honest with you, one of them may actually have come in the box with this, and I may have thrown it away. Shh. It was Christmas. Everything gets thrown away at Christmas. If you're a creative, you throw away so much stuff that you think later on, oh, I probably could have used that. But you don't throw it away when you need to throw it away. My studio is generally a mess. So, as I'm sure are all yours, those of you who have studios, and those of you who don't are probably told by a loved one or a parent, also a loved one. I don't know why I said a parent as a difference to a loved one. But the thing is this is a nice feel. I was going off point there. Should I make him? I mean, gremlins. If I was, this is nice. There's a proper feel of a pen here. Yeah, that's nice. The art world is full of little moments of calm. And yeah, and it's nice that this doesn't take away those little moments of calm. I'm going to write as well. When I write slightly different. I put more pressure on a pen. I just want to give you so I'm going to just write gremlin behind this. See, that's nice. That is nice. Yeah. Oh, gone over a little bit there, over a line. The words of Rob Newman. I'm not going to kill myself over it. Just a little bit of a line. And you may have noticed straight away that I was going to write germ rather than gremlin. So one of the joys of this is my huge amount of spelling mistakes, considering I'm an author, are legendary. I'd just like to thank my editors that make it look like I can actually spell. This is nice. This is how a pen should feel. After a while, you start to forget that you're on this kind of plasticky feel, and it gets a real texture to it. Maybe you don't need a textured screen. Maybe that was just. But there you go. I mean, you can now play around with it, so like you can see that the differences. You can see that you can add textures. The good thing about this is you can add layers. You can color it in. You can expand. Let's just expand it slightly. So if I wanted to zoom in, for instance, and see something bigger, so you can do that. That's the joy. I mean, if there was no benefits to doing it on a computer, I wouldn't be doing it on a computer. That's all you need to know. I wouldn't be doing it on a computer. But there you go. A gremlin. Luckily, there appears to be no gremlins in the actual XP Artist 12. If you're a traditional artist and you wish to get into this kind of drawing, I think I paid about £200 for that. Christmas has gone. My son's birthday has gone. So like prices. My brain has gone. Artist. But go out, invest in something like this. Invest in something that works how you draw. The technology is out there if you want to use it. So thanks once again for listening and seeing me draw. There are benefits, there are differences, but that's half the fun of art. So thanks very much. Enjoy drawing, enjoy your life, and I'd love to see what some of you produce on these things, because I've seen some fantastic artwork out there by professionals, but us traditional artists used to paper and pen. Let's see what we can produce on these. So have a good one. Bye bye.